Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Chicago Bears. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's got some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. And here we go on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Here's Kaiser. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Black Brown!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Let's go!
From the gun, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Trubisky will throw. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Second down, Kaiser. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Here we go! Brand 38!
A first down throw for Kaiser. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Let's round! Let's round!
From the red zone now, Kaiser into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, got it right. Watch
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Let's go. Blue, line it. All right, now, look at 56.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Let's go. 1-0. 1-0. Flex round.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 15 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago!
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Browns getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Kaiser just getting the play off. Room to run past midfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. As they run the counter play. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Shelton coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He juked him. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Ohio.
To throw, Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Kaiser on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Well, that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Let's round. Let's round. Ohio. Ohio.
The play clock's running down. 3rd and long for Kaiser. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
1st down, Kaiser. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Kaiser runs through the contact. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's West. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Play action now. Kaiser. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Here we go. Click round. Click round. Click round. Click round.
They go play action. Kaiser. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Let's go.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come on, let's go.
Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.